Guys, welcome back to Relaxed Running. Today I'm going to take you through a 15-minute guided stretching session which is targeting our legs and our glutes. Obviously, as a serious runner or even a novice runner, both of those areas get a fair workout. So this is a chance for you to hit refresh, for you to recover, so you can get back out there tomorrow and feel ready to run again. Let's get into it. Alrighty guys, so to kickstart this session, what we're going to do, we are going to come around with our legs stretched out straight and simply going to lean over towards our feet. Not going to force anything here. Obviously, this early in a stretching session, you know what I'm trying to say, you might feel a little bit tight. So give yourself plenty of time. This is a nice one up through our hamstrings, lower back, all the way up through our shoulders. It's not a competition. I know what you distance runners are like. You like to see how far you can push it. The stretching sessions, I'm struggling with that word today. Stretching sessions are not the place to do it. We use this as a chance just to hit refresh. Coming back up, we're going to do another variation of a hamstring stretch here. Bring your left foot up to touch the inside of your right quad. And same again, we're going to stretch down towards our toes. It's not a competition to try and touch our toes as comfortably as you can. You might even get a little bit of a stretch up through the hip flexor on the outside of the quad. On the inhale, straighten that back. On the exhale, see if you can come down a little bit further. Switching sides. These sessions are a really good chance for us to just make sure our muscles are getting stretched out, getting a chance to recover, just so next time we go out there we feel a little bit fresher, we feel a little bit more ready to run. It's not so uncomfortable to kickstart. In a sport like running, obviously consistency is key. And consistency is so much easier when we're feeling better when we're out there running. Makes it more enjoyable, makes it more inspiring to want to get back out there. So the purpose of these sessions is just to make sure we're doing everything we can to get back out there tomorrow feeling good. Back up. This one now, we're going to have our knees bent, feet flat on the floor, and then with our left foot, going to put that up over our right knee, sort of like a figure 4 shape. If that's a little bit too intense, having this foot that's still on the ground a little further out towards the end of your mat will help take some of that pressure away. If you need a bit more of a stretch, you can bring that up towards your bum a little bit more. It's a nice stretch through your left glute, up through the outside of your quad, down your ITB. Man, you guys are going to feel so good after this session. switch it up. Right foot, up to that left knee. You might notice one side feels a little more comfortable than the other. You might have a bit more of a range of motion in one side, and that's completely normal. The beauty with a 15-minute session like this is it makes it so easy just to do a couple of times a week. It doesn't have to be something you do every day, but a few times a week it's a really good addition to your training. Bring that foot back down. Alrighty, and from here we're going to come up onto our knees. Have your left foot out in front, your right foot behind, about a 90-degree angle with your right foot, and we're simply just leaning towards that front knee. If you need a little bit more, feel free to bring that right foot up towards your bum. Grab it with your right hand, and you can use that as a little bit of a lever to get more or less out of the stretch. If that's just too much, feel free to keep that foot on the floor. Remember to breathe as well. Some of these more intense stretches, my first response is just to hold my breath and tough it out. I want to make sure we keep breathing all the way through these sessions, helping our muscles relax. Pretty similar to when we're out running, hey? One of the first responses we have when we start to feel the pinch, start to feel as though we're working hard, is to just push a little bit harder, work everything a little bit harder and forget to breathe. This is good training for that part of the race, just to keep coming back to the breath. And swapping sides. Same again. Got that range of motion with your left foot. Lever that heel towards your bum. Otherwise, just leave it on the floor. Back down. The next one we're going to do in yoga, they call pigeon pose. It can be fairly intense. So once again, only do as much as you feel comfortable doing. We'll start with our left foot up the front. So our left knee is up next to our left hand. If you've got the range of movement, range of motion, you can have that front leg at about a 90-degree angle. Shin going right across the front of your mat and just leaning down over that foot, over that knee. and switching sides. Coming up nice and slowly. I did some really fast, short sprints with my wife this morning, and it's been a little while since I've done them, so I can tell I'm going to be a little tight tomorrow. So this session's come at a beautiful time. Alrighty, and coming back up onto your knees, nice and slowly. We're going to come down into child's pose here, a wide-legged child pose. So if you've got a mat, you're going to have your knees about mat width apart, and our hands are going to be stretched out towards the front of the mat, with our chest and our forehead coming down towards the mat. Slowly coming up out of that one. We're just going to finish with a little bit of a mix up here. Just stretching out those abs a little bit. I don't think we realise how much our core takes on the pressure and the stresses of our running. So it's nice sometimes just to reward that hard work through the middle section of our body just by stretching that out. Also just feels amazing. Back up onto our knees. Guys, that is a 15-minute session done and dusted. It's, as I said, a beautiful addition to your training week, making you feel so much better when you get back out there. If you did enjoy that, make sure you subscribe, like the video. We've got new running videos coming out every Wednesday and Sunday. These videos look at training, they look at warm-ups and cool-downs and stretching routines and strengthening routines, as well as heaps of tips and tricks around improving your distance running. So guys, looking forward to having you back, and happy training.